Hi Leute, wir machen den Pfad der sanften Brise mit der Küchenmaschine fürs Rezept Reispudding und Mondlichtfreude 2 in dem Video. Und wir nehmen den Auftrag hier mal an und verfolgen den mal. Er scheint an der Falkenküste zu sein. Ja, ich bin ehrlich, ich werde wahrscheinlich wieder Schalt ins Team reinnehmen, weil ich habe ja festgestellt, dass Barbara irgendwie beim Anvisieren von den Teilen nichts war. Den hat leider nicht jeder. Man könnte wahrscheinlich auch Diona nehmen, ja. Ich glaube, Diona ist free-to-play-freundlicher. Aber die hat auch nicht jeder. Die muss man halt auch erstmal gezogen haben, die Dame. Wir sehen da wieder 3 Töpfe. Ich hoffe, die Schwierigkeit ist nicht viel schwieriger geworden. Ich habe es beim letzten Mal auch einmal verhauen. Und wir sind dann mal gespannt, was den Reispudding angeht, hä? Also, ich bin ja auch mal gespannt, was man für Zutaten dafür braucht, ob ich die direkt alle habe. Ich frage mich, ob dieses Gerät auch Nachspeisen zubereitet. Pudding! Reispudding. Kannst du nicht fliegen? Ich verlasse mich auf deine Hilfe. Wir müssen also, ja, Sachen finden. Folge den Spuren und finde Zutaten. Also Reis werden wir in dem Gebiet nicht finden. Wir haben sogar extra einen Windcurrent bekommen. Oh, die Zutaten werden von Hilly-Churls bewacht bei einem Transportballon. Brunnen. Was für Waren hast du transportiert? Reis und solche Sachen. Oha. Oha, die Sache hat ihre ganz eigene Schwierigkeit bekommen. Vor allen Dingen und bewahre den Transportballon vor jeglichem Schaden. Jeglichem. Also wenn er einmal angehittet ist und so, ist vorbei. Oha. Wenn ich den nicht mal zu früh gezogen habe. Da ist unser Ziel, okay.
Shines eternal. Take flight.
Sieh nach den Wahn. Er gibt uns eh nur Reis, also von daher nichts Spannendes an der Stelle. Hochwertiger Reis. Ich bin mal gespannt, ob Diona sich zum Abkühlen macht. Wenn wir das Gericht jetzt zubereiten. Hier ist der hochwertige Reis. Ja, ich bin bereit. Edle Küchenmaschine aktivieren. Mit Monstern sogar dabei. Wow. Was spawnt gleich noch? Ja, okay, haben wir geschafft. Duftender Reispudding. Oh, das sieht ja richtig lecker aus. Da hätte ich schon Bock drauf gerade. Ja, und das muss man halt machen, um das Rezept Reispudding zu bekommen. Rezept Reispudding. So, machen wir mal einen Sam. Rosaria. Schade. Meine Gedanken wurden nicht erhört. So. Okay, da sind welche gespawnt noch. High Slimes. Wir gehen mal in die Stadt, kurz das Rezept kochen und begutachten, was man dafür als Zutaten braucht, oder? Würde ich einfach mal behaupten. Reispudding. Haben wir ja gerade bekommen und gelernt. Let's check it. Ich hoffe, der sieht genauso aus wie auf dem Bild. Da. Zucker, Milch, Reis und Vogeleier. Ja, und bis auf die Vogeleier kann man safe alles beim Händler ganz einfach in großer Menge eigentlich kaufen, weil das die ganzen Gemischtwarenhändler in jeder Stadt haben und wir müssen es 15 Mal zubereiten. Oh, warte, haben wir irgendwer, der einen Bonus hat? Nicht, okay. Komisch. Schade. Ja gut, ne, damit haben wir Reispudding gelernt. Und jetzt widmen wir uns der zweiten Sache, die ansteht. Mondlichtfreude 2. Wir exchangen mal wieder unser Team dafür. Weil wir müssen ja jetzt nicht mehr abkühlen. Wir haben die Iona aber auch nicht gerade häufig gebraucht heute. Also mit Verschieben ging das ganz gut. Die Slimes waren ziemlich fokussiert auf den linken Topf, also da hätte man vielleicht auch mit Flamme gegenwärmen können. Für eine Zeit lang und den Slime ausnutzen.
Chivalry won't.
Das ist mein derzeitiges Friendship Farm Team übrigens, also Freundschaft. Aber Ayaka und Ball werden halt auch im Abyss benutzt zurzeit. Also die sind ziemlich gut gegeart, aber Ball geht noch viel, viel besser. Artefakte sind so mehr.
We're here! Traveler! Paimon! Did you hear the news? I made it through the selections for Masterful Chefs! Really? Woohoo! That's great! It was a total breeze. I wasn't even trying. But a true champion never rests on their laurels. I'm still gonna need your help to prepare for the I made a few new test dishes and I was hoping everyone could try them and give some feedback. Traveler, you wanna be the first? Oh. Yeah, we did. And anyway, we get to eat your food all the time, so we're biased. You should find some other people this time, just to play it safe. Good idea. Okay, let me think.
Lassen wir Beidou als erstes probieren.
Beidou! Yep, you could. Right now, she should be down at the docks.
Ja, legen wir mal los. Da bei den Docks? Ne, doch da. Ich bin einfach nur verwirrt, ich verstehe schon. Desorientierung incoming. Ich wollte einfach in die Stadt laufen, weil ich in die falsche Richtung geguckt habe. Nach dem Gespräch. Beidou und Xinyan, hallo.
Beidou, ahoy! Hey, look. Hi, Beidou. Hi, Xinyan.
Xiangling, woman of the hour. We were just.
Beidou was saying you and I should get ourselves on board sometime. Says the whole crew's been asking for us.
Glühend heiße Musik. Okay.
Seems like you three go way back. Oh, we really do. Beidou and Xinyan are two of my oldest customers, and I've helped.
That's the plan. Good music's meant for sharing.
Will do. But I came here today because I made it into the Masterful Chef's finals, and I was just trying out some new dishes to bring.
Sure, beats drinking on an empty stomach.
Oh, about time. I'm starving over here.
Jetzt bin ich gespannt.
Oh, man. This chicken Fu Young's tasting awesome.
Faux jungen Hühnchen.
Oh, this food is too good for me to be soaking up the alcohol with.
These three seem to have a great time with each other.
Only thing is you've got 3 dishes here. Chicken fuyang, come and get it, and crystal shrimp, and they all taste kind of refreshing.
Is refreshing really a flavor?
When you spend all your time at sea, you don't have a lot of choice when it comes to food. Especially on the longer voyages, where you've got to stretch out your rations as far as you can. First thing you want to do when you get back on dry land is dig into a nice hot meal that's swimming in oil and has a
That's the exact opposite of Ningguang's tastes.
Oh, sure is. Beto's tastes are pretty similar to mine and Xiangling's.
Ugh, Ningguang. I am sick of hearing that name. Our tastes couldn't be more different. You'll never find us eating the same bowl of food.
But last time when you were chatting with her, Paimon thought you
Ich dachte auch, sie verstehen
We're
sich
evenly
gut.
matched. Guess that makes the sequels. But I'm sorry, limp cabbage leaves are never gonna do.
I hear ya. Steamed cabbage and broth might be upper class and look fancy and all, but man,
So, Xinyan, are these dishes too mild for you too?
well, not so much mild. I just think you maybe missed a beat somewhere.
Exactly. This is some fine cooking, no question about that. But if this is for a competition, it needs more oomph.
Beat? Oomph? Beat and oomph.
Beat, yeah. You know what a beat is? I only know music, though.
No, you're both completely right. I actually thought as much while I was cooking them. Even though this was a brand new combination, it still felt like I was missing that one thing that'll seal. Seems like she's found her muse. Does that mean music? Hey! Paimon didn't quite get the implication, but Paimon can tell when you're being a meanie. Okay.
Ich mag
I
das,
think I
wenn
know
wir
what I
Mini
need to
sind.
do. Great! So this went really.
Don't hold back, just get out there and do your thing. You're a pro.
Well, I think so anyway. More than any other chef.
I'll do my best. Thanks, everyone.
All right, we'll leave you to it. I'm gonna take Xinyan on.
Ich habe eben da selber noch Reis mit einem gehacktes Topf gegessen. Ich habe halt so null Hunger, ne?
Pretty strong taste. You sure that won't be a problem? Shouldn't we get a second opinion from someone with mild? That's a good point. Beto likes her greasy stir fries, and Xinyan can really handle her. Now, who do we know whose tastes are on the mild side? Traveler, any suggestions? Who? Oh, right! Makes sense! So, back to Wangshu Inn? Who is it? Someone you just missed last time we were there. Huh? Oh, Paimon remembers! He said that we just need to speak his name and poof! Will he definitely hear us saying his name though?
Geht zu einem friedlicheren Ort.
Okay, let's take turns shouting.
Muss ich das auch machen?
Going first. Nothing's happening. Let me try again. That's weird. Does he not want to? Wait. So let me get this straight. Well, not both actually. Just one of us.
Ja, hat's
Oh,
mir
right.
versprochen.
Well, you should be the one to try it then.
Haha, Paimon ist ausgeschlossen.
You called?
Da steht er. Oh, bester
You
Auftritt.
spoke my name, did you not? When I make you a promise, I will honor it.
Blink of an eye and poof, he's there. That's how you know he's an adeptus. An adeptus? Xiao, was it? Hi there. It was me who asked the traveler. I've made it into the finals of this year's Masterful Chefs, and I'm testing some dishes out in preparation.
Customers. And that includes me?
Uh-huh. The traveler says you prefer mild food. Just the kind of person I'm looking for. If you don't mind, I'd like you to try the dishes I...
Since it's you, I will do it.
Oha. Lieb von ihm.
Yay! How is it? Are you sure you can eat it? Don't force yourself.
Tastes pretty good.
Huh? I can't believe it. An Adeptus says he likes my cooking. If my dad would...
You excel in the culinary arts. I'm reminded of another chef I know. That chef cooks dishes with soul, as do you. Both of you are masters of your craft.
Who do you think he means? Smiley Yensho?
Ja.
If I had to find fault with something, the two sides are a little strong for my taste. Some minor adjustments would take this dish from excellence to perfection. Just my own opinion. Do not fixate on it. Take it or leave it.
All right, go easy on the sides. Okay, I got it. Thank you, Adeptus friend. It was really...
I'll be leaving now.
Also macht sie von dem Gericht eine härtere Variante und eine mildere Variante.
See you
Dann geht's
next
in
time.
beide Richtungen. Aber sie lässt das Hauptgericht mit dem Hühnchen. Also du veränderst nur die Beilagen, um es härter zu machen oder leichter. Das sind so zwei entgegengesetzte Sachen.
So, what would happen if we called his name again? Only kinda, maybe, not really joking. Good news. After 2 rounds of taste testing, I've had night great. Lucky we picked the right people to... I'd better head back and try this out a few times while it's fresh in my mouth. Oh, and the final is in Yujing Terrace. Will do. Good luck. You bet.
10 Uhr. Reicht das oder muss ich 24 Stunden vor?
A blade is like a tea leaf.
Ja, ja. Gut.
Only those...
Dann wird halt mal wieder 24 Stunden vorgespult.
Sample it many times can appreciate its true quality.
Dann lassen wir uns mal überraschen, was jetzt so
Let's head to
alles
the
passiert.
competition venue. It should be starting soon. Ooh, Paimon's so excited.
Oha. Ist das, Oh, es ist ein Duell zwischen den beiden. Es ist gar kein anderer im Finale. Und die Bewerter sind Ke Ningguang und, Jan Fei ist Yugi in der Mitte und ein älterer Herr Gottjo.
Welcome, everyone, to the Masterful Chef's Final. At the appointment of this organizing committee, I am your host
Ich
and
find Koba
officiator,
so gut,
Yenfei.
Mann. Koba Beste.
Hey, Yanfei's here too.
This event is brought to you by the Liyue Qixing in collaboration with a number of participating enterprises. The competition is divided into the selections phase and the finals. We saw many contestants from all over Liyue in the selections process, and all of them were outstanding chefs in their own right. Of those, the 2 strongest participants were put through to today's finals. In just a few short moments, the finals will take place right here before your very eyes. As the officiator, it is my honor and privilege to represent the organizing committee and indeed the people of Liyue. Next, please allow me to introduce the judges. There will be a select panel and an audience panel. The 3 members of the select panel are the Tianquan, Lady Ningguang, the Yuheng, Lady Keqing, and last but not least, gourmet connoisseur, Uncle Tian. In addition to these 3, 10 judges will be chosen from among the audience to sample our contestants' dishes and cast their vote. That makes a
Paimon?
total of 13
Fragezeichen.
judges, with 13 votes between them. Each judge will vote for their preferred finalist, and the one who receives the
Also
most
7
votes
zu
will be
6
today's
geht's aus.
winner.
It's all so exciting.
And now, please join me in welcoming our 2 contestants into the arena. Come on out!
Kochduell incoming.
To my left, a competition favorite down from Dihua. Life's harsh when you live on a marsh, but this kitchen ace will put a smile on your face. Please welcome Smiley Yanxiao.
Hi everyone.
Whoa, Yanxiao made it into the finals too.
Ja, er scheint
What's
echt
up with
nervös.
him? Yanxiao! Chin up, shoulders back. Everyone from the inn is super proud of you.
Huh? Oh.
And to my right, a stalwart of Liyue Harbor culinary scene, a little feisty with a whole lot of spicy.
Ja, Xianling
Give it
wird
up
nicht
for
nervös sein. Da macht
Xiangling.
man sich eher Sorgen, dass das Gericht komisch wird am
And
Ende.
her mysterious assistant, who knows who?
Gubba.
Hi, my nose. It's Guba.
Gubba.
Hey, everybody. I'll do my best.
Contestants, please repeat after me. As a finalist in Masterful Chefs, I solemnly.
As a finalist in Masterful Chefs, I solemnly
As a finalist in Masterful Chef.
And I, for my part, promise to uphold the principles of fairness, impartiality, and now, I will hand things over to the select panel judge, Ningguang, for the announcement of today's theme.
Today's Simoha.
Thank you all for being here today at the Masterful Chefs Finals. I am the Tianquan Ningguang. The organizers have chosen the theme for today's event, and that theme is of
Aus
Earth and
Erde und
Water
Wasser
born.
geboren.
Of earth and waterborn. Just like the Feast of Bounteous Land. It's like surf and turf, but the deep and meaningful.
The rules are simple. The one who receives the most votes wins. Tailor your dishes to the judges' preferences, or win over. Well then, I look forward to both of your contributions.
Contestants will have 1 hour of cooking time available and may only use ingredients provided by the organizers in their dishes. I trust this is no problem. Okay, without further ado, let the cooking commence. Begin.
Müssen wir jetzt wegen
Tried to pull
irgendeinem
out all
Fail
the stops.
aushelfen,
Show everyone
oder?
why you're the best. Traveler, Paimon. Thanks for coming to support me. Don't you worry. I'm gonna make this the
Ich bin mal gespannt.
light it up. Light it up.
Was?
First things first. Get the stove on. Add the frying pan into the fire. Xiao thought the side should be milder, which makes sense to
Pfeffer
contrast with the
einsammeln.
main dish. And I guess that's what Xinyan meant. You gotta.
Leckere Kristallgarnelen. Musste ich das jetzt machen? Bin ich auf einmal in der Kochrolle? Wo waren denn Kristallgarnelen? Muss ich das... Wobei, warte mal. Muss ich dafür irgendwo hin?
Triple layered consomme is pretty bland to begin with, and I can't have two sides with the same texture. Luckily, the organizer, Junyun Chili Chicken, is the main event. Can't afford to compromise too much here, but
Geflügelhäppchen. Also ernsthaft, bei den Gerichten, lol. Du machst
what's
gar
this?
nichts.
Hold up. Things are taking an unexpected turn on the Masterful Chef stage. Xiangling's mysterious assistant appears to be aiding her opponent. Judges, are we going to allow this? We knew in advance that Xiangling would be accompanied by a mysterious assistant, and the judges agreed that the two could be classed as one individual for the purposes of the
I take no issue with it. In any case, the assistant hasn't done much.
No competition would be.
please allow me to explain to our host. Prior to the competition, the judges reviewed both contestants, and we can comfortably confirm that neither side is participating in a way that Xiangling is a highly accomplished chef, and her Xiangling prepares all of her own dishes herself. All that her assistant will do is occasionally provide a fire source. Given Xiangling's level of culinary skill, I appreciate everyone's concerns. The presence of a mysterious assistant performing strange dance moves to cheerlead for Xiangling is a little unexpected.
Grober will, dass gewinnt.
But the mysterious assistant has now started cheerleading for Smiley Yanxiao too, demonstrating total impartiality. By encouraging both... That's right! Boba's not really outside help. Wawa just likes to watch people cook. I'm sure the only reason they went over there is to try to help Yin Xiao feel less nervous. I give you all my word. Wawa will not interfere. I say that as someone who's eaten Yin Xiao's cooking at Wang Shuin before. He is an excellent...
I see.
I have no objections. It's an honor and a privilege to see two.
The judges and the officiator accept this explanation.
Let the competition
Guck mal, ist
continue.
wirklich
Yin
rübergekommen.
Xiao, are you...
I don't know what's wrong with me. I've never been so nervous in my life.
Take it easy. I've been there before. I can help. Try saying a tongue twister to yourself in your head. Or...
Why my dad? That's a bit...
because that's what I do.
Guck mal.
I guess I'll think of my mom then. Anyway, you should...
Nothing's being held up. I'm finished already.
Huh? Oh, right.
There you go. That's the attitude we want.
Ja.
You're a very kid.
Fertig.
Yes.
Ich habe nur Salz und
Right.
Pfeffer
I can do
eingesammelt.
this.
Was?
I can do this. Thank you, Xiangling. And thanks to your... well, thanks. Time for me to get cooking.
Guck mal, der beste Mann. Guck mal, ist das Highlight.
Time's up! Both contestants have now finished cooking. I would like to invite them to present their dishes to the judges for evaluation. We will proceed in the order that the contestants finished. Xiangling, please describe your dish.
My dish is Jiyun chili chicken with sides of triple layered consomme and crystal shrimp. The theme is of earth and waterborne, which includes land and sea. In other words, land
Landtiere,
animals, fowl,
Geflügel
and
und
seafood are
Meeresfrüchte.
all potential ingredients. My main dish, Jiyun chili chicken, is a combination of fowl and chilies. Jiyun chilies capture the essence of the mountains where they grow, and fowl is a gift from the heavens. Triple layered consomme also uses fowl, and its other ingredients are ham and bamboo shoots. These are also flavors from the mountains, but they complement and contrast with the chicken dish, fresh instead of spicy, cold instead of hot. The crystal shrimp is made from a combination of rice, shrimp meat, and carrot. A thin, translucent skin wraps diced carrot and a whole shrimp, fresh, crispy, and tender. Shrimps are a gift from the ocean. Tightly wrapping them in a skin made from rice makes this dish a blend of land and sea.
Ooh, a strong delivery there from Chef.
My dish is... Adeptus Temptation with a mint salad and golden shrimp balls.
Versuchung der Adepten. Oha. Ganz was Edles. Mit einem Minzsalat und goldenen Garnelenhäppchen.
As Xiangling says, earth and water means land and sea. So birds, land animals, and seafood were also the ingredients I incorporate. Adeptus Temptation is a much-loved dish in Liyue, and as chef of Wangshuin, I've always been proud to offer this as the signature specialty dish of our menu. It's a complex dish with very particular ingredients. Smoked ham, crab, fresh shrimp meat, and matsutake. I chose this as my main dish as a sign of respect toward my profession and to this competition. The mint salad is my first side. Cool and tender with a subtle sweetness. It's a perfect answer to the rich and strong flick. Golden shrimp balls is a time-honored classic loved by everyone. A hearty and wholesome broth, followed up with a shrimp ball.
Ich weiß, wer da schon
Pure
voll
bliss.
Bock drauf hat. Der steht da schon und guckt's an, Leute.
Paimon can smell it from up.
Judges, please sample the dishes.
Very impressive. Both contestants' dishes are well considered, expertly made, and truly delicious. I'm gonna have another golden shrimp. I mean, I shall have to sample both contestants'
Ja,
dishes
sie hat
once
auch
more
voll
before I
Bock
can reach a
drauf. Ihr
verdict.
Lieblingsgericht.
Now, Xiangling has taken an interesting approach here. She's chosen a cold dish as her main. It's also a unique take on Jueyun chili chicken. Although the dish as a whole is served cold, the chili peppers have been stir-fried, so they're still just a little warm up.
This Adeptus Temptation is quite exceptional. The triple layer consomme is also a very superlative contribution. excellent flavor, well balanced between.
Judges of the select panel, I will now ask you to consider your votes carefully before writing them down. Also, the organizing committee has selected today's audience judges, and they are now evaluating the dishes. Everyone who's been lucky enough to sample today's dishes, please
How are we not involved in this? Why didn't they? Paimon has buckets of passion and oodles of expertise when it comes to food.
Ich koche dieselben Gerichte später für dich.
For all the chefs there are in the world, and for all the amazing.
Ach so, wir behandeln Paimon am besten.
thank you all for waiting. All votes have been received and count. I now invite Ningguang to take the floor and announce the results of the Masterful Chef's finals.
It is my pleasure to announce that the winner of the Masterful Chef's finals is,
Also, beide nervös.
by a mere 1 vote margin, Xiangling!
Traurig, schade. Ich hätte sie mal gegönnt dem Chan Show.
Well, there it is. I knew it.
It was a close contest, but we have a winner. Liyue Harbor's Xiangling has beaten Deep. There can only be one winner, but the fact that this was so close shows just how much both of these outs. A big thank you to all the audience for being here today, especially those who have come from far and wide.
Ich hätte es interessanter gefunden, wenn Xiangling verloren hätte, weil es ein spielbarer Charakter ist. So nach dem Motto, weißt du, dass sie da noch viel zu lernen hat oder so.
Thank you all for coming. Until next time.
Please exit the venue in an orderly fashion and remember to take.
Come on, let's go over and take.
Kuba winkt uns zu.
Looks like I won this time, Yan Xiao. But I'd still like to try your dishes, if that's okay.
Sure, I'll have a try of yours too. Truly exquisite. No doubt in.
This Adeptus temptation is.
Well, just goes to show that you have a taste for the finer things in life.
No, you've got me all wrong. We're just a small neighborhood restaurant too, so I totally understand. Food is life, and customers are at the heart of.
Is that right? Huh. I'd heard you'd gotten famous for your experimental approach to cooking and were all about fancy and exclusive foods. Never realized you'd done your time in a small kitchen too.
The same goes for you. You can't work in an inn kitchen unless you know how to consistently please customers.
You're the kind of competition I'm glad to have. Let's stay in touch. Maybe we can find some time in the future.
You got it. And next time we meet as competitors, let's both be even better.
All right? Deal.
Oha, 2 Köche beim Wachsen.
Traveler, Paimon! Thanks for coming. Don't even go there. Paimon's still peeved. I can't believe it. You didn't get picked? Well, never.
Ah,
Oh,
Paimon wurde
the
nicht
organizer
gewählt,
said
mein
that Yan Xiao and I
Beileid.
need to go register our delivery addresses. Apparently, they're gonna deliver an exclusive ingredients package and the prize money at a. I'll come find you guys after. Xiangling seems really happy. Looks like Kuching and Ningguang left already. As the organizers, they must have gone.
Okay. Kann ich hier noch irgendwas machen? Ich will wissen, was mit dem Stein passiert. Okay, wir müssen wohl runter. Oder steht die Dame?
Kuching, there you are.
Oh, you found me.
Huh? Is everything okay?
Traveler, I have found myself in something of a predicament. In the competition, I voted for Smiley Yanxiao.
So you're frustrated because you can't go back and vote for Xiangling instead?
No, that's not it. As a judge, I had a duty to remain objective. I made my decision after thinking about it very carefully. Xiangling is my friend. So by rights, I should be honest with her about it,
Oha,
but
das ist
as you
doch
know,
egal.
I voted based purely on my personal opinion. As a contestant, Xiangling may not be able to appreciate.
It's no big deal.
Da macht die
Just
sich
say it
gar
however
keinen
comes
draus.
naturally. Xiangling of all people isn't bothered about.
Oh, hey, here you are. I've been looking for you for
Xiangling, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it?
My grandfather always said to me, in contests of food, always follow your heart. Which is to say that in gastronomical disputes, of course, that was just my grandfather's. So, despite the fact that I am your friend, I cast my vote for Smiley Yenshau's Adeptus Temptation.
Ich glaube, du meinst die goldenen Garnelenhäppchen. Oh.
Well, maybe it was. I like golden shrimp balls. Is that a problem?
Ah, cute, Mann.
You were acting so serious that I honestly thought something was up. It's fine.
Huh?
You voted for who you wanted to. And that's totally okay.
Ja, sonst wär's ja kein
you made a
Wettbewerb
point
mehr.
of telling me. Is that because you were worried that it made you a bad friend? Didn't I say already? I love this about you. You're just so conscientious about everything. Seeking reassurance is what novices do, and it's been a long time since I was a novice. The way forward, you have a strong sense of responsibility, Keqing. But you know, not everything is always about responsibility. Yes, you're a Qixing, but you're also you, Keqing. When you're with, you know that's what Ningguang's like, right? Beto's always... So you see, Ningguang's kind of bold in that she doesn't let her identity and reputation get in the way of her ability to have...
Traveler, Xiangling, anyway, what are we standing around here for? Let's go and check on the status of the
Oh yeah! Paimon and
Bin ich mal gespannt. Oh, wir können sogar mittendurch. Nice.
How strange. It hasn't changed. This doesn't make any sense. Does this mean the competition wasn't enough to awaken?
Oh well. I suppose it was simply...
Yeah, we've waited this long already. Right, Xiangling?
Yep, there's still time. Let's be... On another note, I have some good news for you, Keqing. Things are looking up. Master came by before the competition and filled in the parts that were missing. So now I'll be able to In fact, I'll go find somewhere to make it right now.
Xiangling.
Oh, and Traveler, could you...
Huh? You only just beat Smiley Yanxiao. You think you're...
Ach so, wir werden herausgefordert. Ich bin nämlich selbst auch eine Art
Obviously
Meisterkoch.
not what I meant. You collect recipes, don't you? I thought you'd probably be needing this dish during your travels, so I figured I'd share it with...
Oh, right. Paimon knew that.
Huh? Jeez, careful eating your words so fast.
What are you staring at me for? Go on, go get on with your cooking.
Sodbrennen, oha. Fleischmaisbällchen.
Will we ever manage to...
Oha. Kann ich die nicht ewig da stehen lassen? Das gefällt mir. Fleischmaisbällchen. Leckere, scharfe Fleischmaisbällchen. Gibt's hier irgendwo einen Herd? Haben die mir einen Herd hier gelassen? Please. Oh ja, sie haben die stehen lassen. Funktionieren die auch? Ist lila, ne? Erstmal 20 Mal machen. Direkt das Rezept meistern, weil wir es können. Oh, das war sogar knapp. Gericht gelernt. Schildeffizienz und Verteidigung. Gut, brauche ich eh nicht.
Done! So this
Nicht
is what the
wirklich.
dish from
Ist
the
ganz gut für
recipe
Noel
looks
wahrscheinlich
like.
sogar, ne?
Let's go give it the cooking. My turn.
Schnee auf dem Herd. Okay, das war das von dem Geburtstag. Da ist das. Da ist der Reispudding. Hier haben wir leckere, scharfe Fleischmaisbällchen. Cool.
We're back. The traveler and I made one each. Here, have a taste while it's still.
Thank you. Don't mind if I do.
Traveler gewinnt, oder? Komm, gib's uns.
What is it? What does that face mean?
This flavor. I've tasted it before. Apologies, Xiangling, Traveler. Thank you both. This is everything I had hoped it would. It tastes wonderful and quite amazingly.
Really? That's awesome! I didn't have a chance to fully explain before. In fact, when Master had filled in the missing parts of the recipe for me, I realized that You already knew? You mean you were able to make this without ever seeing the recipe? Uh-huh. My dad taught me how to make it. Wait, but isn't this dish from Kuching's grip?
About that. I do not believe that this recipe. My grandfather was a well-known real estate tycoon in Liyue, and also a scholar. He was an avid collector. As a child, I used to spend a lot of time with him in his study. We'd read the classics. He used to say, books are just a bridge that bring us a little closer to history. Since then, my grandfather has passed on, and I've grown up to. For me, the name Rex Lapis is inextricably wound up with memory. As I said earlier, this recipe came from those same notes. It's an. Still, each time he tried cooking it, he'd always get.
Ancient dish? Are cornbread? Well, at least in my family it is. My dad learned how to make it from his dad. We call them chili mince cornbread buns. They're a traditional folk food snack.
Goba.
Seeing Guoba just reminded me of something. I actually made this dish on the day I first met Guoba.
How did you first meet?
Oh, das will ich auch wissen. Da wird's
It was in
interessant.
a cave in the mountains. I ducked inside to get out of the rain and saw an offering table in there, so I put the cornbread buns I'd brought with me on it. Then I ended up falling asleep, and when I woke up, I found out that Guoba had eaten every last one. Guoba followed me around ever since. We're practically family now. Hold up! Stop the conversation! Look! The stone!
Oha.
It burst open!
It's...
Das ist Goba, Leute. Es ist Goba.
Guoba? What are you... What?
Ah, I see the chili mince cornbread buns have been served.
Master! Granny, look! The stone god statue looks just like Guoba!
Oh, indeed it does. After all, Guoba is the deity you've been searching for.
Goba ist der Gott des
of the
Herdes.
stove.
Guoba is a god?
Ja, moin, geil. Beste Wendung.
You asked me if a sufficiently festive atmosphere would be enough to reawaken the stove god. The stove god has always been a deity with great affection for the people, and who acts in response to their desires. To him, the heart's passions and the hot passion can be a technique, a skill, something derived from experience. But masterful chefs is wonderfully exciting, but it is more an exercise of passion than of desire. But just now, when Kuching ate this dish she had longed for, a deeply held desire was fulfilled, as well as
Ja,
receiving
genau,
an
die
answer to a
Nostalgie, dass sie an ihren
enormous
Großvater
power
gedacht
unleashed
hat,
by
ne?
the fulfillment of this desire
Damit wurde
resonated
der
with the
Wunsch
stove
erfüllt.
god's statue. and caused it to manifest once more. Of course, the stove god himself is not contained within the statue. The true stove god has been here.
Ja, Gubba. Gubba der Arkon, Mann.
How does it feel, seeing a statue of yourself from your glory days? Ah, look at him. Still so majestic.
Glory days? Wait, what happened? Did Guoba used to be different from now?
Oh, yes. Back in his day, your Guoba was once the patron god of the soil. But all the wisdom and power he had then, he has since surrendered to the soil.
A god surrendering their power to the soil. I have heard this turn of phrase before.
The kinds of trials and tribulations that a land can face are far more than you could imagine. The threat of disaster will never fully disappear from Liyue. Even woes that have never been faced before in history will come to pass in the future. Such that he once walked with you over the barren plains until you arrived at last at the harbor. It was his hand that lit the very first street lamp of Liyue. You mortals no longer remember him, but back in the age when you did...
Video? Oha.
Machosis, god of the stove, born from a spark when stone struck stone. He was a god with a great love for humanity and their well-being. Millennia ago, the people sought to expand their city. They built a dwelling on the plains and called it the Guili Assembly. The stove god cared greatly for the people, turning himself into minions who went into every home, fostering food and solidarity alike. Alas, their home was taken by a flood. The waters ravaged the Guili Assembly and forced the people back south to Liyue Harbor. Though the distance was not far, the journey was plagued by a terrible storm. For a dozen days, the Adepti stayed by their side. During this time, the stove god cooked an ancient delicacy, flatbread with a meat sauce to stave off the cold and damp, fit for those on the move. Centuries later, disaster and plague arose once more. The stove god would appear no longer, for he placed all of his power into the land itself to quell the calamities. His power expended, and his wits greatly reduced. Thus his body decreased in size. By the time he parted ways with us, he wasn't even the height of a human. He told Rex Lapis and I of the dishes that bring joy and of the secrets of the flame, then went into the mountains and entered into a long slumber. The stove god departed, and Guoba was born. When he awoke, he ate the chili mince cornbread buns placed on the offering table by a young lady in yellow. Though he did not remember the past, he was profoundly moved and decided to follow this young lady thereafter. The stove god had quietly disappeared, but the vendors rose early to hawk their wares. People went out to buy goods, lit their stoves, and cooked food, just as they had done every day for as long as they could remember. In Liyue, things have always been this way. Nature provides, the mountains rejoice. We are blessed by heaven's good grace.
Years have gone by. The world has transformed, but our way of life survives.
Fame and fortune is only a season. It is the moment that we should embrace.
Past meets present. Heritage becomes legacy. Long into the future may we thrive.
You dining is the profoundest of customs in the human world. To eat well is to consume vitality. It is a matter of paramount importance, you said. For people cannot face the arduous journey ahead. A humble meal of maize and spring water is also profound in that. By ensuring one's survival, my dear friend, Lyre has changed so much while you have slept. Look,
Woba, this is kind of a huge deal. Why didn't you say anything?
Ja.
He is not who he once was. Even the power of speech evades him now. There is no...
Oh,
Woba, but...
Xiangling.
do not be saddened, youngling. There are two sides to everything. Guoba may have lost many of it in this world we inhabit. Who can truly be said to live a life free of all woes? Those with the mind and with the knowledge, but he has gone further than us in his journey. He had both wisdom and courage. So since you are his friend, take good care of him. Go out.
I will! You can count on me!
Xiangling, you have an adeptal affinity. Guoba follows you around because he has respect for you.
Oha, adeptische Affinität.
The moment he awoke, he was met with the familiar flavor in the chili mince cornbread buns he ate. After all that time, he still recognized the dish he had invented, and he approved of you as the one who had cooked it.
That's right. The taste of one's home cuisine always brings back memories of home, though he remembered nothing.
You may be the first person in history to give the stove god the experience of being a satisfied customer. That makes you
If that's true, I couldn't be happier. Because putting a smile on customers' faces is what...
Well then, it's getting late and I still have things to do. Traveler, Paimon, Xiangling, thank you all very much. I look
Klingt gut,
forward to
wir
spending
werden warten.
I guess my dad's probably heard the good news already, but I should still go catch up with him. Master, he thinks about you all the time, you know.
Oh, goodness me. Then, far be it, off we go then. Let's saunter.
Geht zum Restaurant Van Minya. Also, Gubba ist der Gott des Herdes, Leute. Confirmed, Gubba ist mächtig.
Hi, Dad! I'm back! Hey! What are you doing there?
Gubba winkt auch.
Oh no! Guoba's taken off!
Oha. Hahaha! Gubba trifft Zhongli. Hahaha!
Oh, it's you.
Du bist.
Hello there, old friend.
Hallo, alter Freund. Die verstehen sich noch.
Oh, bless my soul. Are you out for a stroll as...
Given the season, it felt fitting to take a leisurely walk while the meal is being prepared.
Quite right. And it also gave us the chance to run into you. Guoba may not recognize you, but as ever, he seems quite delighted to see you.
So, Guoba doesn't remember anything? But can still feel when something's familiar?
Friendship will always withstand the ravages of time. Traveler, what do you think of the name of this festival? The moon is a carrier of countless emotions. So many things only seem to surface as we gaze up beneath its poignant glow. Wherever the moonlight shines, the heart is wont to follow. Fond memories of those no longer with us. Debts of gratitude to old friends. The meaning of ages past and gone. All wrapped up in the city that... All these things and more. They are why people chase them.
In old age, the sight of many things puts one in a such exuberant life force. It seems to well up from deep within the land itself. Traveler, this moon chase... Now, let's have Xiangling brew us a nice pot of tea.
Wer kann schon bei 8, 9, 10 gutem Essen widerstehen? Ja, cool. Damit sind wir damit durch, oder wie? Schade, wie wär's mit Part 3? Ja, wir verehren Gubba ab jetzt. Als Gott des Herdes.
Everyone's here to eat. What should
Vor allen Dingen, wir haben Song Li hier. Können wir mit Gubba reden?
Oh, you can say...
Okay, Gubba ist mit im Gespräch.
To have mastered the craft at her age.
Gubba, hallo. Mega gut, Mann. Ich hätte gerne Gubba als Begleiter und so. Kann ich den anstelle von meiner Seele hinter mir herlaufen haben? Das würde ich feiern. So einen Teddybär mitlaufen zu haben. Ja, auf jeden Fall, das war's für das heutige Video, Leute. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wenn ihr mehr Videos zu Genshin Impact haben wollt, dürft ihr gerne meinen YouTube-Kanal abonnieren. Und ansonsten wünsche ich euch noch einen wunderschönen Tag und sagt mal bis zum nächsten Mal. Bye, bye!